Chapter 7 Coordinate Geometry. Let us recollect what we have learnt about coordinate geometry in the previous classes. In a plane, a rectangular Cartesian system consists of two axes. One is called x-axis, another one y-axis. The horizontal line is called x-axis and the vertical line is called y-axis, and these two lines are perpendicular to each other and their point of intersection is called origin, and it is represented by the coordinate pair of numbers as 0, 0, and every point in the plane is determined by the coordinate pairs x, y, or I can take one point as suppose 2, 3 means 2 is nothing but a distance of a point. 2 will be on the x-axis, this point, and 3 is on the y-axis. This is called abscissa and this is called ordinate, and 2 is nothing but a distance of a point from the y-axis, and 3 is a distance of a point from the x-axis. And what else we have learnt? Equation of x-axis will be y is equal to 0 and equation of y-axis x is equal to 0, and each point can be uniquely determined by the coordinate pairs as x, y. And if we sketch the graph of the straight, that is graph of linear equation in two variable ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 in the coordinate system, it represents straight line. The linear equation in two variables represent straight line, and ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is nothing but second degree equation in one variable. This represents a curve, and in this chapter we are going to discuss about the distance between 2 points. Suppose the points are x1, y1 and another point is x2, y2. Then how can we find the distance between these 2 points with the help of coordinate geometry? And what is the area of triangle when its vertices are given? Suppose this vertex A as x1, y1 and B vertex as x2, y2 and C vertex x3, y3, then how to find the area of this triangle ABC? So far you know the area of triangle is, if base and height is given, area is half into base into height, and even in 9th class you have learnt when the side lengths are given, this is nothing but small c, small b, small a. Then we can find the area of triangle using Heron's formula as root over s of s minus a of s minus b of s minus c, where s is a semi-perimeter. Now in this chapter we will find the area of triangle with the help of the coordinates. When the coordinates are given, how can we find the area of triangle? And the third concept what we are going to discuss in this chapter is, if a line segment AB where A point is given as x1, y1 and B point is given as x2, y2 is divided by another point P x, y in the ratio m is to n, then how can we find out this point x, y? So the ratio in which the line segment is divided by the 2 points can be found using coordinate geometry. Now let us derive the distance between 2 points. The point P is x1, y1 and the point Q x2, y2. So first drop a perpendicular PS on x-axis and QT on y-axis, and even drop another perpendicular from P on QT. Now we know very well, if the point P is x1, y1 means here S point is nothing but x1, 0, this point. So this x1 is here, from here we got. So this point is x1 and here this is x2, this t place, this is x2, it is actually it is x2 comma 0. So its x coordinate is x2. Similarly, let me join this one here. This is the point, okay. Here one point, let me join. This distance we can say, okay, fine. Now this distance is nothing but, it is a distance of a point from x-axis which is nothing but y1. And the distance of a point from the x-axis, this one, this full distance, that is qt is y2. Now what is the distance OS? The distance OS is nothing but x1, this OS distance. And what will be OT? OT is x2. This distance OS is x1 and the whole distance OT is x2. This is OS. Actually x1 is distance. If I want to mark a point as S, it will be x1 comma 0 and this will be x2 comma 0 and the distance is, this is x1, this is x2. So what will be the distance ST? Since I marked distance there, I will write this one as only t. Now ST can be written as this distance ST. ST is OT minus OS. OT minus OS. OT is already we are having as x2 and OS is x1. So we got ST as x2 minus x1. Now this is one part. Similarly, let me find out what is this. This one I will mark it as some PM. What will be the distance QM I want to find out. Already we are having PS as, this is the distance, PS is equals to Y1. So PS is same as MT. So which implies MT is also Y1. Next QT is Y2. QT is Y2. I need the distance QM. QM is nothing but QT minus MT. QM is QT minus MT. We are already having QT value which is Y2 and MT is Y1. Here we got ST value and ST is same as, we can see here, this is ST. ST and PM are same. So if ST is x2 minus x1, which implies PM is x2 minus x1. Now let us see why we found PM and QM. I will consider the right angle triangle PMQ. So the right angle triangle PMQ, we will use Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is nothing but in a right angle triangle, square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Here the hypotenuse is PQ, that distance only we are deriving. So in the triangle PMQ, PQ square is equal to, that is square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, PM square plus MQ square, PM square plus MQ square. So already we have found what is PM and what is QM. QM is MQ, same. So PQ square is, PM square is, PM we need, PM is x2 minus x1, PM square is x2 minus x1 whole square plus MQ square is y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is nothing but PQ square. Our aim is to find the distance between the points P and Q, where P point is x1 comma y1 and Q is x2 comma y2. So what will be the distance PQ? PQ is nothing but root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is the distance between two points x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2 in a plane. Exercise 7.1, problem number 1, find the distance between the pair of points. That first bit, we have to find the distance between the points 2, 3 and 4, 1. Consider the point P as 2, 3 and Q 4, 1. Now, let P be x1, y1. That means x1 is 2 and y1 is 3. Now, Q be x2, y2. That is x2 is 4, y2 1. We know the distance between the 2 points x1, y1 is given by root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, using this formula, x2 minus x1 whole square, x2 is 4, x1 is 2. So, 4 minus 2 whole square, which is nothing but 2 square 4 plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 1 minus 3 whole square, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 whole square is again plus 4. So, root over 8. Root 8 is the distance between the given 2 points, or we can write this one as root over 4 2s are 8, 4 we can take it out from the root as 2. So, 2 root 2. Now, coming to second problem, P value is minus 5, 7, Q is minus 1, 3. So, x1 is minus 5, y1 7, x2 minus 1, y2 3, x2 y2, x1 y1. Now, the distance PQ is root over x2 minus x1 whole square, minus 1 minus of x, formula itself one negative, here one negative, excuse me, minus 1 minus of minus 5 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 3 minus 7 whole square. This is equal to root over negative of negative 5 is 5, 5 minus 1 4, 4 square 16 plus 3 minus 7 whole square, 3 minus 7 is negative 4 whole square is again 16. So, 16 plus 16 root 32. Another way also we can do, another way is nothing but this is 2 times of 2 root 16 this one. So, root 16 can be taken outside as 4, or I will write here only. This is equals to root over 16 into 2. So, 16 can be taken outside as 4. So, the distance between the given 2 points 4 root 2. Now, third problem. In third problem, the 2 points let me consider as A and B. A point is given as small a small b and B point is given as minus a comma minus b, small cases. Now, distance AB is root over, so this will be x1 y1 x2 y2. So, x2 minus x1 whole square minus a whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square minus b again minus b whole square, which is root over minus a minus 2a whole square plus minus 2b whole square, which is equal to minus 2 whole square plus 4a square. So, root over 4a square. Similarly, minus 2 whole square is 4 into b square plus 4b square. 4 can be taken outside even from the root also. So, this is 2 root over a square plus b square. 2 times of root over a square plus b square. Question number 2. Find the distance between the points 0, 0, that is origin, and 36, 15. Another part is there in this question. Can you now find the distance between the 2 towns A and B discussed in section 7.2. Now, first let us find the distance between these 2 points, then we look at this second part. So, consider 0, 0 as O, 0, 0, and consider the point 36, 15 as A. Now, consider this point is x1, y1 and this one is x2, y2. Now, according to distance formula, the distance between the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given as x2 minus x1 whole square plus root over y2 minus y1 whole square. So, using that formula, OA, the distance between these two given points nothing but x2 minus x1 whole square, 36 minus 0 whole square plus 15 minus 0 whole square, which is nothing but 36 minus 0, 36 only, 36 square plus 15 square. Now, root over 36 square is nothing but, root over 36 square is nothing but 1296 plus 15 square 225. So, their addition is root over 1521. This is equal to square root of 1521 is 39. So, the distance between the 2 points 0, 0 and 36, 15 is nothing but 39. Now, one thing we can observe, this point is 0, 0. Since this point is 0, 0 and it is not making any change here, if suppose a distance of any point from the origin, suppose this is 0, 0 and the general point is given x, y, then the distance between these 2 points we can write directly as x square root over x square plus y square, because x minus 0 whole square is x square plus y minus 0 whole square is y square. Now, let us see what is given in the section 7.2. So, in section 7.2, it is given as a town B is located 36 km east and 15 km north of the town. It is given like, it is one, we can take this one as a point some A. A town B is located 36 km east. So, east we move towards this side. So, the point 36 km east and 15 kilometers north of the town A. So, from A, the town B is 36 km towards east and it is 15 km towards north. So, it is here. And the question is, what is the distance between the towns? Excuse me. Yeah, how would you find the distance from the town A to the town B? So, now this is the town, here B is there. If I consider this A town as 0, 0, then the B town is nothing but this will become an x axis, this will become y axis, and B town coordinates will be like 36, 15. Excuse me. Now, this is similar to finding the distance between the points A and B, where A coordinate is 0, 0 and B coordinate is 36, 15. That is what the problem we solved now, and we got the answer as 39. So, for the sum which is discussed in section 7.2, the distance between the two towns A and B is nothing but 39 kilometers. Problem number 3, determine if the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. When we will say the given points are collinear, the points are said to be collinear if they lie on same straight line. Consider these 3 points as A, B, C. So, A, B, C. So, we have to check whether these 3 points are lying on the same straight line. Suppose if they are lying on the same straight line, they will be like this, and what condition they will satisfy? The distance AB plus the distance BC must be equal to the distance AC. A, B, C are just, we consider these 3 points as a name we have given. If AB plus BC is equal to AC is not satisfying, we have to even check with, we can take the points in another way also. Maybe B will be here, A is here, C is here. In that case, you will get BA plus AC is BC. So, the general procedure is you have to check whether sum of the two distances must be equal to third distance. Okay, let us go with this one only. So, we consider A as 1, 5. So, let us first find out AB distance. A is 1, 5, A 1, 5 and B 2, 3. This is B and this is A. We need AB distance. So, for that this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So, AB distance is using distance formula x2 minus x1 whole square, 2 minus 1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, 3 minus 5 whole square, root over 2 minus 1 whole square is 1 square 1 and 3 minus 5 whole square is minus 2 whole square, which is 4. So, AB distance root 5. Now, let us see what is BC distance. B point is given as 2, 3 and C point is minus 2, minus 11. So, BC is root over, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. By distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square minus 2 minus 2, 0 square plus minus 11 minus 3 whole square. So, minus 11 minus 3 is nothing but minus 14. Minus 14 whole square is root over 196, which is again 14 for you. Square root of 196, 14. Now, let us find out what is AC distance. A point is again 1, 5 and C point minus 2 minus 11. So, distance root over x2 minus x1 whole square minus 2 minus 1 whole square plus minus 11 minus 5 whole square, which is equals to root over minus 2 minus 1 is nothing but minus 3. Minus 3 whole square is 9. 9 plus minus 11 minus 5 minus 16. Minus 16 whole square is 256. So, which is root over 265. Now, we got the distance AB as root 5, BC as 14 and AC distance as root over 265. So, when we observe this value, sum of any two values will never give third value. Root 5 plus root 14 will not give root 265 and root 265 plus root 5 will not get root 4, that is 14. In any way, AB plus BC will not be equal to AC or BC plus AC is not equal to AB or AB plus AC is not equal to BC. Therefore, the given points are not collinear. They are not lying in the straight line. Problem number 4. Check whether 5, minus 2, 6, 4 and 7, minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Let us consider A vertex as 5, minus 2 and B vertex as 6, 4 and C vertex 7, minus 2. So, what do you mean by isosceles triangle? A triangle in which two of its sides or any two angles are equal, then we will call the triangle as isosceles triangle. So, using distance formula, we can find the distance AB, BC and AC. So, in this, if any of the two sides are equal, then we will say the given triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now, first let us find the distance AB. So, A vertex is distance AB. A vertex 5, minus 2, B vertex 6, 4, x1, y1, x2, y2. So, the distance AB is root over x2 minus, so distance formula once I will write. Distance between 2 points root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, x2 minus x1, 6 minus 5, 1 square plus 4 minus of minus 2. So, it will become 4 plus 2, 6 square, which is equals to root over 6 square is 36, 1 square 1, root over 37 is the distance AB. So, this is root over 37. Now, distance BC. So, we should consider the points B and C. B is 6, 4 and C 7, minus 2. So, now the distance BC. BC is equals to again root over, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x2 minus x1, 7 minus 6 which is 1, 1 square plus minus 2 minus 4, minus 6 whole square, 36 plus 1 square which is nothing but 37. So, already we got AB distance and BC distance is equal. If AC distance will come equal also, it is an isosceles because all the equilateral triangles are isosceles only. If it is not coming equal also, it is an isosceles. But anyway, we will check once AC distance also. A point 5, minus 2, C point 7, minus 2. So, AC distance, AC is equals to root over, this is x1, y1, x2, y2, x2 minus x1, 7 minus 5, 2 square plus minus 2 minus of minus 2, it will become plus 2. So, minus 2 plus 2 is 0, 0 square, 2 square is 4 and root over 4 is 2. So, this is again BC is root 37, this distance is 2. So, we got AB distance, AB is equals to BC, that is two sides of triangle ABC is equal. Therefore, the given vertices, given points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Problem number 5. In a classroom, 4 friends are seated at the points A, B, C and D as shown in the figure. Champa and Chameli walk into the class and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chameli, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chameli disagrees. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct. So, 4 students are sitting at the places A, B, C, D. We have to check, are they forming a square using distance formula. First, let us plot the point A. That is it. Check the point. What is the point A? A coordinates are 3, A is 3, 4. Next, B point, this one is here. This distance is, first of all, x coordinate is the distance of a point from y axis. So, that is 7, y coordinate is distance of the point from the x axis. So, that one is again, this is 6, this distance is 6 for you. Distance of the point from the y coordinate is y axis is x coordinate. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this one. Y coordinate is nothing but distance of the point from the x axis. So, that is 7. So, B coordinates are 6, 7 and C is nothing but 9, 4 and D point is 6, 1. Now, let us find out the distances A, B, C and D to find out whether are they forming a square. Not only if all the A, B, C and D are equal also, we have to check for the diagonals are equal or not to finalize whether they are forming a square. Only if all the four sides are equal, it is not necessary that they should form a square. It can be rhombus also. To prove they are forming a square, we have to prove that all the four sides are equal and also the diagonals are equal. Now, let us start doing AB. What is A vertex? 3, 4. B vertex 6, 7. So, we are going to use distance formula. So, recollect distance formula. So, the distance between the 2 points x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given by the distance is root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, using the distance formula, AB distance first. AB is equals to root over, this is x1, y1, x2, y2. x2 minus x1 whole square, 6 minus 3 whole square, 6 minus 3, 3 square 9 plus 7 minus 4 whole square, again 3 square which is 9. So, root over 9 plus 9 root 18, otherwise we can write this one as, we can take 9 common outside. So, 3 root 2. 9 can be taken outside from the root which is 3. So, 9 2s are 18, 3 root 2. Now, distance AB is 3 root 2. Let us check BC distance. B coordinates 6, 7 and C coordinates 9, 4. C is 9, 4. Again using the formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. 9 minus 6, 3 square 9. 4 minus 7 minus 3 whole square is again 9, again root 18 which is 3 root 2. Now distance CD, C point 9, 4 and D vertices, D points 6, 1. Now distance CD, square root of 6 minus 9, negative 3 whole square. Since the square it is a positive 9. 1 minus 4 minus 3 whole square, again which is 9. So, root 18 which is again 3 root 2. Now, finally, distance between D and A, D is 6, 1 and A point 3, 4. So, distance AD or DA, 3 minus 6 minus 3 whole square 9 plus 4 minus 1 minus 3 whole square 9, again root 18 which is 3 root 2. So, the distance AB, excuse me, the distance AB, BC, CD and AD are equal. All the four sides are equal, but we can't decide whether they are forming square or rhombus now. So, to check whether they are forming square, we have to find the distance between AC and BD. If the diagonals are of equal length, then they will form square. Shall we check? So, the distance diagonal AC. So, A point is we have to take 3, 4 and AC, C point 9, 4. So, AC distance root over 9 minus 3, 6, 6 square is equals to 9 minus 3, 6 square is 36 plus 4 minus 4, 0. So, the distance is root 36 which is 6. Now, coming to BD. BD distance is, the B vertex is nothing but 6, 7 and D vertex 6, 1. So, the distance BD is equals to root over 6 minus 6, 0, 1 minus 7 is minus 6 whole square which is 36 which is again 6. So, we proved the distance between the length of the diagonals AC and BD are also equal. Therefore, the given vertices forms square. See, instead of distance formula, you can check it also here. The distance between AC, 1 unit here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, the distance AC is equals to BD, which is nothing but 6 units. See, it will not be equal to the sides, okay, because you know the relation between the diagonal and side of the square. So, diagonal is always root 2 times the square, side of the square. So, diagonal is equals to root 2 into S. If I multiply the side into root 2 now, we will get root 2 into root 2, 2. Then the each side is 3 2s are 6, which is equal to the diagonal. So, we proved all the 4 sides are equal and also the diagonals are equal, and the diagonal is also a root 2 times side. Therefore, the 4 people A, B, C, D are forming a, sitting in the place, they are forming A, B, C, D is a square. Sixth problem, name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. So, total there are 4 vertices given. First, let us discuss what are the types of quadrilateral and what are the conditions they have to satisfy for that particular quadrilateral. Now, let A, B, C, D be the quadrilateral. For example, let me take the first vertices. A vertex, first problem, A vertex -1, -2, B 1, 0, C point -1, 2 and D -3, 0. Now, quadrilateral, any closed polygon with 4 sides is called quadrilateral. That is the first one. First is quadrilateral without satisfying any of the condition. Any closed polygon with 4 sides called quadrilateral. The same quadrilateral, if pair of sides will become parallel, we call them as trapezium. Now, in the quadrilateral, we will say the diagonals just intersect, whereas in trapezium, the diagonals intersect in the proper ratio, in particular ratio. And from quadrilateral trapezium, the only difference is the one pair of sides are parallel. Now, the trapezium will change into, see, all the trapeziums are quadrilateral. The trapezium will change into parallelogram if another pair of sides also parallel. Now, this is parallelogram. In the parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. So, in parallelogram, we will get, so quadrilateral, we will call the quadrilateral as parallelogram if its opposite sides are equal. AB is equals to CD, and we will have another condition, their diagonals bisect. That means they intersect at the midpoint. So, AB is equal to CD, and also we will have AD is equals to BC. Opposite sides are equal. Now, the parallelogram, changes into rectangle when each angle is 90 degrees. Here in parallelogram, angle property is just its opposite angles are equal and adjacent angle supplementary, whereas in rectangle, each of its angle is 90 degrees, and also we will have the property that AB is equal to CD and BD is equal to AC, that is opposite sides are equal, and also we will have the condition that its diagonals are equal. Suppose this is ABCD, even diagonals will be equal, that is we have to prove that even AC is equals to BD. If we prove AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC, AB is equal to CD and AC is equal to BD, we can say only that the given quadrilateral forms a parallelogram. But to prove it is forming a rectangle, we have to prove even their diagonals are equal. That is AC is equal to BD. To prove the given quadrilateral forms a rectangle, we should prove the opposite sides AB is equal to CD, BD is equal to AC, and also AC is equals to BD. Now, the parallelogram changes into square, before square it will change into rhombus. Rhombus when its adjacent sides also equal. Already opposite sides are equal. So, when its adjacent sides also equal, that means we should prove the condition AB is equals to BC is equals to CD is equals to AD. That means all its four sides are equal, and diagonals may not be equal, but diagonals will not be equal in rhombus, but diagonals will bisect perpendicularly. So, to prove the given vertices are forming rhombus, we have to prove all the four sides are equal and diagonals will not be equal. But when we are proving the given four vertices AB is equals to BC is equal to CD is equals to AD, and also the diagonals AC is equals to BD, then we say that given vertices forms a square. Here rectangle will become square when its adjacent sides also equal, because in rectangle already opposite sides are equal and angle is 90 degrees. In square already the angle is 90 degrees, it is there in rectangle. So, only you should prove that adjacent sides equal. Coming to the properties of diagonals in square, the diagonals are equal and they also bisect perpendicularly. So, now coming to the problem, first we go one by one. The four vertices given, we check first the four distances. For the first problem, the distance AB. So, we know the distance formula. The distance formula is nothing but for the given points x1, y1 and x2, y2, distance between these 2 points given by x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, using the formula, here the vertices, this is A vertex, B vertex, C and D. What will be AB distance for the first problem? Distance AB is 1 minus of minus 1 whole square, which is 2 square 4. 0 negative of negative 2 again positive 4. So, root over 4 plus 4, which is nothing but root 8. This can be written as 2 root 2. Coming to distance BC. BC distance is minus 1 minus 2 whole square 4. 2 minus 0, 2 square 4. Again root 8 to root 2. Coming to distance CD, root over minus 3 minus of minus 1 will become plus 1. So, minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2 whole square plus 4, 0 minus 2 whole square plus 4, 4 plus 4 8, root 8 is again 2 root 2. Coming to the distance AD, these 2 points, minus 3 minus of minus 1 plus 1. So, minus 2 whole square is 4, 0 minus of minus 2 plus 2 whole square is 4, 8. Here I used AD distance instead of x1 minus x2 minus x1, I used x1 minus x2. Since it is a perfect square, we can do either x2 minus x1 whole square or x1 minus x2 whole square, both are same. So, 2 root 2. Now, all the four sides are equal. AB is equals to BC is equal to CD is equals to AD. So, it is forming a rhombus. Now, let us check whether is it forming square or not. To check is it forming square or not, we have to check the diagonal's length. So, AC length, we should take A vertex and C vertex, minus 1 minus of minus 1 whole square. So, which is minus 1 plus 1 whole square 0 plus 2 minus of minus 2, which is plus 2. So, 2 plus 2 4. So, diagonal length is root 4 which is 2. Now, BD diagonal length let us see. This vertex and this vertex, minus 3 minus 1 which is minus 4. So, minus 4 whole square is plus 4, sorry, minus 4 whole square is 16. AC diagonal length, let me check once again. Yeah, minus 1 minus of minus 1 whole square is 0, 2 minus of minus 2 is plus 2, 4, we will have 4 square here. So, root over 4 square is again 4. Now, here BD distance minus 3 minus of minus 1 is minus 3 minus 1 whole square which is minus 4 whole square is plus 16, 0 minus 0 whole square is 0, root 16 is 4. So, we got even AC is equals to BD. So, the diagonals are also equal. So, the first problem, the given vertices forms square. Now, second bit, the vertices are, let me consider vertices A, B, C, D. We have to check whether what type of quadrilateral this vertices A, B, C, D are forming. So, the distance AB first, I am solving now second bit, distance AB root over 3 minus of minus 3 is plus 3. So, 3 plus 3 6, 6 square 36 plus 1 minus 5, 1 minus 5 which is minus 4. So, minus 4 whole square 16, 36 plus 16 is nothing but root 52. Distance BC, AB distance is done, BC 0 minus 3 minus 3 minus 3 whole square is 9, 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 square is 4. So, root 13, CD distance root over minus 1 minus 0 is minus 1 whole square is plus 1, minus 4 minus 3 which is minus 7 whole square. So, minus 7 whole square is nothing but plus 49. So, we are getting root 50. Now, AD distance root over minus 1 minus of minus 3 is plus 3. So, minus 1 plus 3 2, 2 square is 4, minus 4 minus 5, minus 9 whole square is plus 81, 81 plus 4 root 85. So, none of the distances are equal. AB is not equal to BC which is not equal to CD not equal to AD. Opposite sides also not equal, even all the sides are not equal, even opposite sides are not equal. So, it is not forming any kind of quadrilateral, that is any kind particular types of quadrilateral. Third bit, consider the vertices as A, B, C and D. The distance AB is equals to root over 7 minus 4 which is 3, 3 square 9 plus 6 minus 5, 1 square 1. So, excuse me, root 10. Distance BC is equals to 4 minus 7 minus 3 whole square is 9, 3 minus 6 minus 3 whole square is again 9. So, 9 plus 9 root 18. Coming to distance CD, 1 minus 4 minus 3 whole square is 9, 2 minus 3 minus 1 whole square 1 root 10 and AD distance root over these 2 points 1 minus 4 minus 3 whole square 9, 2 minus 5 minus 3 whole square plus 9 root 18. So, we observed AB is equal to CD and BC is equals to AD. That means opposite sides are equal. So, if opposite sides are equal, it can be parallelogram or even it can be rectangle also. Now, to check whether is it a parallelogram or rectangle, we have to check the distances AC and BD, that means diagonal length. Let me check diagonal length AC, A vertex and C vertex. 4 minus 4, 0, 0 square 0, 3 minus 5 minus 2 whole square which is root 4, 2. Now, let us check BD diagonal length, 1 minus 7 minus 6 whole square is 36 plus BD. 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. Minus 4 whole square is 16. So, 36 plus 16 is root 52. So, AC length is not equal to BD length, but only the opposite sides are equal. Therefore, the given vertices forms parallelogram. The given vertices forms the quadrilateral is nothing but a parallelogram. Seventh one, find the point on the x-axis which is equidistant from 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9. First let us sketch this and see how the given points and which point we need. Now we want the point on the x-axis. Any point on the x-axis, suppose this is 1 you think, it will be in the form 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0 and this side minus 1, 0. So, any point on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. So, consider the general point as x, 0. Now, that particular point is equidistant from, let me consider the required point, what we are going to find out is P. Let P be the point x, 0. Why it is x, 0? It is a point on the x-axis. So, its y coordinate will be 0. What another condition is given? Which is equidistant from 2, minus 5. So, excuse me, 2 is the x coordinate is positive and y is negative. So, it will be in the fourth quadrant somewhere 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 9. X is negative, y is positive. So, maybe somewhere here. So, we have to find out the particular point on the x-axis which is equidistant. So, maybe this is a rough diagram, diagram is not proper, but it will be here somewhere that point, or it will, the point will be extended somewhere, we can say like this also, it will be like this. So, I think it makes some sense. So, the point on the x-axis, our P point is somewhere here, x, 0. So, we consider the required point P as x, 0 and it is given that equidistant from 2 points. Consider those 2 points as A, B. So, A point is 2, minus 5 and B is minus 2, 9. The condition what is given? The given 2 points are equidistant. So, the distance PA is equal to the distance PB. So, using distance formula. So, what is distance formula? Distance between 2 points x2, x1, y1 and x2, y2 is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square under root. So, PA distance 2 minus x whole square root over 2 minus x whole square minus 5 minus 0 whole square, which is minus 5 whole square. PB distance root over minus 2 minus x whole square 9 minus 0 whole square, which is 9 square. Now, to solve, let us square on both sides. Square root will go, we have 2 minus x whole square plus minus 5 whole square is 25 and here also root will go minus 2 minus x, both are negative. So, this can be written as even x plus 2 whole square plus 81. Now, this one a minus b whole square formula, a square 2 square 4, b square is x square, which is x square minus 2ab minus 4x plus 25 is equals to x square plus 4x plus 4 plus 81. Both left hand side and right hand side square term is there, we can cancel it. So, it is now coming into the linear equation form. 4x let me bring here. So, minus 8x is equals to 81 is there here, and let me take this 25 plus 4, 29 this side. So, minus 29. So, 81 minus 29 is nothing but 52, minus 8x is 52, x is equals to Yeah, correct only. X is equals to 52 divided by minus 8, or we can write x is which is minus 52 by 8. So, if we will do simplification, it is nothing but 6 is 48, 6 negative of 4 by 8 or 6.5. So, the point is not in the positive side, the point is in the negative side. So, our point is here this way, that is why the distance between it is equidistant. So, the required point x is, that is the required point on the x axis. So, we just randomly considered. So, it can be on the positive direction or on the negative direction also. So, our answer we got it as minus 6.5 comma 0. So, negative of 6.5 may be here. This is the point A, this is the point B, and this is our required point P here. So, the P point is on the x axis and it is also equidistant from the 2 points. So, the P point is minus 6.5 comma 0. There is an error in the calculation. Here we forgot to add, this is 81 plus 4, 85. So, 85 minus 29, so which is nothing but 56. So, minus 8x is equals to 56, which implies 56 divided by minus 8 is x. So, negative of, so which is nothing but not 6.5, it is minus 7. So, the point on the x axis is negative 7 comma 0. Eighth problem, find the values of y for which the distance between the points is 10 units. So, the distance between the points PQ is nothing but formula, distance between the points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is given by root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So, this is x1 y1 x2 y2, x2 minus x1 10 minus 2 8 square 64, y2 minus y1 y minus of minus 3 y plus 3 whole square is equals to 10 units. The distance between the 2 points is given as 10 units. So, now squaring on both sides 64 plus, let me expand also this one, y square plus 6y plus 9 a plus b whole square formula is equals to 10 square, which is 100. So, y square plus 6y 64 plus 9, which is nothing but 73, sorry, plus 73 minus 100 is equal to 0, y square plus 6y minus 27 is equal to 0. Now, we got quadratic equation in y. So, let us factorize this one. The factors are nothing but 9 and minus 3. So, y plus 9 of y minus 3 is equal to 0, y value minus 9 or plus 3. So, there are two values for y, minus 9 or plus 3, such that the distance between the points PQ is 10 units. Ninth problem, if Q 0 comma 1 is equidistant from the point P 5 comma minus 3 and R x comma 6, find the values of x, also find the distances QR and PR. So, the point Q is equidistant from P and R. So, the given condition is PQ is equals to, the point Q is equidistant from P and R. So, PQ is equals to RQ. PQ is equals to RQ. What is PQ distance now using distance formula? Root over x2, this is PQ, x2 minus x1, 5 minus 0 whole square, which is 5 square, minus 3 minus 1 whole square, which is minus 4. So, minus 4 whole square is plus 16. This is PQ is equals to RQ, x minus 0 whole square x square, 6 minus 1 whole square 5 square, which is 25. Now, squaring on both, this one is 5 square 25, again this one also. So, 25 plus 16 is, okay, let us do squaring on both sides, and 25 plus 16 is nothing but 41 is equals to x square plus 25 or x square is equals to 41 minus 25, which is 16. X values are plus or minus 4. So, the values of x are plus or minus 4. Our point is nothing but 4, 6 and minus 4, 6. The question is find the distances of QR and PR. So, Q point 0, 1. So, with 4, 6 also we can find out. It will come, see both will come same answer only because negative 4 whole square while doing it will become positive only. Okay, anyhow, QR distance. QR is equals to root over 4 minus 0 whole square is 16 plus 6 minus 1 whole square is 25. So, we will have root 41 is QR distance, already we have done here, that is PQ distance because both are equal. Now, next PR distance, no need to do with this point because again minus 4 minus 0 whole square will come as 16 only, same. Now, PR distance, x value we got it as r is here r is it. 4 minus 5 whole square, minus 1 whole square is plus 1. Next, 4 negative of 6 minus of minus 3 is 6 plus 3, which is 9 square 81. So, root over 82. Only in QR whether r is minus 4 or plus 4 we will get the same answer because now while doing QR with plus 4, 0 minus 4 whole square is 16. With minus 4 also 0 minus of minus 4 plus 4 whole square is 16. But while finding the PR distance, first we will take r as positive 4, 6 and p is 5, minus 3 are getting 4 minus 5 whole square is 1, 6 minus of minus 3 whole square is 9, which is 9 square 81. So, root 82. Now, let us take r as minus 4. Minus 4 minus 5 whole square. So, we will get that is nothing but minus 9 whole square, minus 4 which is 81 and 6 minus of minus 3 which is 6 plus 3, 9 square again 81. So, root over 81 plus 81. So, 81 if we will take, we can do like this of simplification. It is nothing but 2 times of 81. Now, 81 can be taken outside as 9. So, 9 root 2. The distance, another distance PR. 10th problem, find a relation between x and y such that the point x comma y, so consider the point x comma y as P, is equidistant from the points A 3, 6 and B minus 3, 4. So, according to the given condition, PA is equal to PB. So, using distance formula, PA is nothing but root over x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equals to PB distance root over x minus of minus 3 x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. So, our question is we have to find the relation between x and y. Just simplification now, squaring on both sides. So, root will go off x minus 3 whole square a minus b whole square formula x square minus 6x plus 9 plus again a minus b whole square formula y square minus 12y plus 36 is equal to square root gone since we are doing squaring on both sides a plus b whole square and again a minus b whole square. So, x square plus 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 8y plus 16. So, which terms all will get cancelled? Second degree terms cancelling x square, y square, y square. Similar terms are there on both left hand side and right hand side, we can cancel, that is when we are bringing to one side it will become negative. So, it is getting cancelled. Excuse me. Minus 6x, let me bring the 6x term here. So, minus 6x minus 6x minus 12x. Let me check about excuse me, y term. Here minus 12y, I am bringing minus 8y here, it will become plus 8y minus 12y plus 8y minus 4y. Let us take the constant term. Here 36 plus 9, 45 plus 45. Here 16 plus 9 plus 25, I am bringing to left hand side, minus 25 is equals to 0. So, the equation is minus 12x minus 4y, 45 minus 25 is plus 20 is equal to 0. Let me take negative 4 common outside, we will get 3x plus y, negative 4 is taken outside. Okay, negative 4 of 3x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Negative 4 cannot be 0. So, 3x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0 is the relation between x and y.